The 10th race, Breeders' Crown Open Trot Final of 2005, and they're off. Gapped off as the gate got away Coventry and Cincinnati Kid. Mr. Muscleman and Pierce pointing directly to the lead. Hell of a Hush comes out into the 2-hole. Muscles Marinara third best away. Sandvik is lining up in there from fourth. Now hitting the 5-hole was Elegant Man ahead of Cincinnati Kid, and Coventry was last away. Mr. Muscleman and Pierce is going to try to front step his rivals in the Breeders' Crown. 26-3. A testy enough tempo, and over they go to the backstretch. Hell of a Hush tight in the 2-hole. Staying in was Muscles Marinara, but now the first overbid is underway in the backstretch by Sandvik. Sandvik is up to engage Mr. Muscleman and force him to go on the top end, and he's doing just that. Mr. Muscleman repelling Sandvik. Hell of a Hush right there closing the pocket. Muscles Marinara back and forth. An Elegant Man, Cincinnati Kid, and Coventry, and they continue to battle on the top end. 54-4, a very testy tempo up front. Still going on is Mr. Muscleman. Sandvik is punishing him on the outside. Hell of a Hush right there third. Now Muscles Marinara sets sail and moves to the outside from fourth. Elegant Man is back in fifth. Cincinnati Kid and Coventry are the trailers. Top of the stretch. Absolutely nothing settled in this Breeders' Crown. Mr. Muscleman tucking in on the turn was Sandvik. Muscles Marinara moving on the outside. 123. Mr. Muscleman. What an effort he is putting in here. He got rid of Sandvik. Muscles Marinara. Elegant Man on the outside. No more trot for Hell of a Hush. Mr. Muscleman in a short field was really made to earn it, and he's a deserving champion of the 2005 Breeders' Crown, and he's on the clock. Mr. Muscleman. Sandvik second, Elegant Man third, 152, and that's the track record produced by the Breeders' Crown winner and Mr. Muscleman. Well, he's been nothing short of amazing in Canada. Mr. Muscleman earlier this year, 151 at Woodbine to set the track and Canadian record there. And ladies and gentlemen, you've just been a part of history. That's the fastest trotting mile in almost 43 years of history here at Mohawk Racetrack. The fastest ever trotting race in Mohawk history now belongs to Mr. Muscleman.
Congratulations, track record performance by Mr. Muscleman in the Breeders' Crown Open Trot.
Thank you very much.
It's got to be a big relief after what the horse didn't do on Hambo Day.
Yes, it is. We were concerned how he'd be tonight. Everybody else was. As soon as I got him on the track, scored him down, I said, I don't know what everybody's worried about. This horse is fine. And I went over and told PJ, relax a little bit. You know, don't worry, we're going to just jog. And the horse just jogged.
Had you made up the decision to lead with the gate, lead right off the gate earlier tonight, or was it a game time decision when the wings sprung?
No, you never can plan ahead in races like this because you never know what everybody else is going to be doing. So I kind of made up my mind when we were the gate was picking up speed.
Brian took you pretty hard around the final turn. How strong did your guy feel at that point?
Well, he felt real good. I just sat there and I hadn't even called on him yet. I looked back. And seen there was a big gap behind us just before we straightened up there, and I went ahead and pulled the plugs and yelled at him a little bit and chased him on. Never did touch him with the whip, I don't think. He did it all by himself.
We're on the Maple Leaf Trot is next. It could be one of the greatest co-ed battles of all time. Mr. Muscleman versus Peaceful Way.
Oh, geez, I don't think that mare wants any part of this horse. She's a great mare. She's really pretty, but I don't think she wants any part of this horse.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
All right. That was fighting words. Ron Pierce says, Mr. Muscleman in the Maple Leaf Trot. Peaceful Way's got no shot. We'll see. The Maple Leaf Trot is going to feature some of these top older trotting horses and mares in a few weeks' time.
Super Kenny, with thanks to our Ken Middleton from Live in the Winner's Circle, winning driver Ron Pierce, and the interview as seen live and nationally across Canada on the Score coverage on Breeders' Crown Night from Mohawk. The Muscles Yankee 5-year-old bay gelding from Meadow Branch, Irene, bred by Spar J Stables of Brooklyn, New York, and Brittany Farms of Versailles, Kentucky, owned by Adam Victor and Son Stable of New York, trained by Mike Vanderkemp, and driven to victory by Ron Pierce, as he has been on Canadian soil in so many other stakes appearances and victories, and now he has the track record at both of our racetracks, Woodbine and Mohawk, and the fastest trotting race in Mohawk's 43-year history. Mr. Muscleman in 152 to capture the Breeders' Crown.
Adam Victor Jr., this is the dream horse for the Victor family, the horse that didn't cost a lot, but he sure made a lot.
Yeah, this is a once-in-a-lifetime type of animal. We enjoy every single race, every single time we see him at the farm. It's just really a pleasure.
Talk about your frame of mind coming in, knowing that, again, he wasn't on his game on Hambo Day. Were you fully confident he was the Mr. Muscleman that we've grown to love?
Yes, he's bounced back before, and even in the Hambo, we were still happy with his run. He did trot 51. He came home in 27 seconds. It just wasn't his day. Hell of a Hush was giant, and other horses were great. But we, all along the past 3-4 weeks, Brendan Johnson, Noel, and the groom PJ Fairley told us this horse is back. And I'd just like to thank especially PJ and Ronnie the whole time this year. They've been amazing. And most importantly, Noel Daly, the trainer of this horse, who's campaigned him now for 4 years at the top of the level. And without him, who knows? It's been amazing.
In a perfect world, we've got one of the most talked about races of the season coming up now, the Maple Leaf Trot. It's boy versus girl, Mr. Muscleman versus Peaceful Way.